Hello ladies and gentlemen of the National Television of Burundi. Welcome to our English News edition. Without further delay, these are headlines. Within this news broadcast of today, we will take you through the participation of Burundi Prime Minister Gervais Ndirakobucha in the activities of US-Africa Business Summit underway in Angola, where African heads of state are calling for a mutually beneficial win-win partnership. In this news edition also, we are going to have a look at the main activities scheduled for the upcoming Burundian Diaspora Week. These activities are part of the ongoing efforts to contribute to the implementation of the national vision of Burundi. Among the key events is competition titled Inkingi Yimbona Kazoza event, aimed at promoting talents and initiatives that support the country's sustainable development. Welcome again to this English News edition. Details on the presentation, you are alongside I, Evariste Nyonhuru. Burundi Prime Minister Gervais Ndirakobucha participated this Monday in the opening activities of the Business Summit between the United States of America and Africa, a meeting taking place in the capital city of Angola, Luanda. The African heads of state advocate for a win-win partnership. We owe this information to our special envoy in Angola, Fabien Yonizigie, and details for the upcoming news editions. As I said, thus far in top stories, the president of the Burundian diaspora, Samuel Ndayiragije, held a press conference this Monday to announce the main activities scheduled for the upcoming Burundian Diaspora Week, which will take place from July 29 to July 31st of this year. These activities are part of the ongoing efforts to contribute to the implementation of the national vision of Burundi. Among the key events is a competition titled Inkingi Yimbona Kazoza event, aimed at promoting talents and initiatives that support the country's sustainable development. This is a story of Joseline Kankindi, translated by Jiva Jaiswell Ndaishimiye.
At a press conference held in preparation for the week dedicated to Burundian diaspora scheduled from July 29th to 31st, Samuel Ndayiragije, president of the Burundian diaspora, presented the four main events currently being organized. He stated that in support of the Burundi's national vision for 2040-2060, the Burundian diaspora intends to play an active role. To this end, it is launching a competition called Inkingi Yimbona Kazoza event, which will take place in 5 provinces across the country. The aim is to encourage every talented Burundian to take part in this event, linked to Burundi's development vision. This initiative seeks to involve citizens in promoting the pillars of the 2040-2060 vision.
The purpose of the Inkingi Yimbona Kazoza is to make sure we have pillars of the vision of Burundi. And those pillars we're looking for, those are the youth. The youths, those are the people for sure targeting. We want to make sure they're joining this competition, and they make sure when we're talking the vision of Burundi, we're talking about the future.
The competition, which will be held throughout the country, includes 5 categories: visual arts, music, poetry and oral literature, comedy and sketches. Registrations, which are done via phone, will close on June 27th. The contest will kick off in Buhumuza on July 16th. The top 3 winners in each category receive awards: 3 million Burundian francs for first place, 2 million for second place, and 1 million for third. The grand finale will be held in Bujumbura on July 27th. Other events are also planned, including an event named Diaspora Homecoming, which will gather Burundians living abroad who are already in the country on July 27th to participate in the week dedicated to Burundian diaspora. A retreat is also planned for the leadership of the Burundian diaspora, along with an East African summit involving diaspora members from the East African community living outside the region. This summit will provide a platform for sharing experience.
They shared these remarks during a field visit by a team from the National Television of Burundi on Gitazi village in Mumba commune of Ngozi province. Jiva Jaiswell Ndaishimiye once again.
We are on Gitasi Hill in Mumba commune, Ngozi province, where there is an avocado plantation covering an area of 2.5 hectares. This project was initiated by a farmer named Masudi Nyandwi, a member of the Avocado Farmers Network, Green God Burundi. Zakari Munezero, the director in charge of quality within this network, explained that the members joined forces with the goal of producing large quantities of avocados for export in order to contribute to the achievement of the Burundi's national vision, emerging a country by 2040, develop the country by 2060. Masudi Nyandwi, the owner of the plantation, affirms that avocado cultivation has brought him added value by improving his daily life. He issued a strong appeal to Burundians to get involved in avocado farming as a way to improve their own lives and contribute to the development of the country.
Thank you, Jivandeshime. Prices for certain food items have dropped at Kotebu Market and the Bujumbura City Market, known as Kwasioni, with the beans and peas seeing more than 1,000 Burundian francs compared to the previous rates. Nevertheless, not all goods have followed the same trend. Products like onions, tomatoes remain costly despite the overall market adjustment. Emma Gloria Ishimwe reporting.
Kotebu and Bujumbura City Market, a noticeable drop in the prices of some food items has been observed. According to vendors interviewed by our team, the decrease comes as farmers across the country are in the midst of harvesting beans and peas. Bean prices now vary depending on the variety. The Kinuru variety is currently selling at 3,500 Burundian francs per kilogram, while Kirundo beans are priced between 2,700 and 2,800 Burundian francs per kilogram, down from 3,500 Burundian francs. The Muhoro and Jean varieties are being sold at 4,500 Burundian francs per kilogram, a reduction from their previous price of 5,500 Burundian francs. As for dried peas, prices have also declined, formerly ranging between 10 and 12,000 Burundian francs per kilogram. Dried peas now cost around 8,000 Burundian francs. Fresh green peas are currently priced between 9 and 10,000 Burundian francs per kilogram. Potato prices, however, remain relatively high. Vendors note a slight drop, 300 Burundian francs for the Victoria variety and 200 Burundian francs for chunk, but prices are still considered high. Meanwhile, prices of other essential products such as tomatoes and onions show no signs of dropping and remain high on the market.
Yes, we keep our English news edition. In the cinematographic industry this Sunday was an official launch of the data took place this Sunday. The series produced in Kirundi was directed by Women Faxin, also known as Fanny Lavin. Reported by Elsie Orkam Kama, who was on the ground.
That series movie, launched this Sunday in Bujumbura, was played by Uwimana Faxin, also known as Fanny Lavin, a Burundian actress, also known for many other movies such as Urugendo, Ifundo, Gizao, Umukenyezi, and many others. As has explained Uwimana Faxin, that series movie, played in Kirundi language, was aimed at showing that a kid doesn't belong to his own family only, rather to the whole society. She had also added that playing movies can be a money-generating activity, the reason why she has encouraged youth who desire to be professional actors today and persevere, that it is a simple project as any other project, surely having its own challenges, but worth trying. Not that the lack of money as well as Burundian reticence are the everyday challenges in her job as professional actress.
Before concluding our news broadcast, let's have a look at sports page that trended the last week. We come back to the Inter-School Athletics Championship final held in Ngozi this last weekend, as well as the training news from various clubs and federations such as Messager Ngozi, beach volleyball and current basketball team. Marius Muhigwe prepared us this element.
It was at Molemela Playground in Ngozi, while athletes from different provincial education departments met during the inter-school finals on Sunday. For the first part, it was largely dominated by Lutana, followed by Gitega, while Buluri took the third place. In the other races such as 5,000 meters, 1,500 meters, 800 meters, 400, 200 and 100 meters. Cup and medals were also awarded. Bururi received 3 cups, while Lutana won 2. Various athletes expressed their satisfaction after their victories, taking first place in 5,000 meters and 100 meters race, respectively. Official sponsor BIC also promised to continue funding such competitions, as Joel Ngendabanga, the Director General of this insurance company, said. The Assistant of the Minister for Education, Serge Ndereimana, congratulated all the partners who have invested in the success of this year's competition. The Minister's Assistant also encouraged these athletes to move forward, while the coaches were urged to closely monitor and improve the talents of these students. In football, messaging also held the elections for a new executive committee on Sunday. The newly elected president promised to reposition the team during the next season. Last Saturday, at beach volleyball last Friday, the senior players took the plane to Morocco to participate in the African Cup of Nations before the president of the Burundi Volleyball Federation. In basketball on Saturday, Kerne Basketball Club held a general meeting to define strategies that will enable the team to win the cups, as it has been in the previous years. A new committee led by Karle Calixte Kalisabie and his deputy Matthew Ndanga was also announced.
Dear followers of the National Television of Burundi, this is the end of our today's English News edition. Thank you for being with us. Stay tuned.